Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Legacy of Kain, Blood Omen 2. Well, I feel a little bit bad about this. Nah, just kidding. Stab, stab, stab. No, See, that's the kind of shit where if I had made a joke like that, my dad would have been taking that very seriously. Like, you should take killing seriously. It's like, it's a joke. I always had to be
Yeah,
very careful about saying shit like that for a video game where it's like, yeah, nah, I'm gonna kill you anyway. And they're like, oh my god, we're raising our son to be a monster. And it's like, no, I'm just playing. It's...
the people who can't tell the difference between like a video game and reality have issues.
yeah, that was always very, very annoying. And I think the height of that was like with that one guy, the fucking lawyer man who decided to like wage a personal war against video games or something. You know the guy I'm talking about. I think his name was like Jack Reacher or something. I honest to God, I
Yeah.
don't remember his fucking name. I think that was it, but I'm not sure. To the point where the man was so fucking deranged, he completely destroyed his entire career. Nobody in the business will dare work with the guy because everyone views him as a raving nut job. Because he put up a bounty to make a game, someone to make a game about killing a certain developer and his family because that developer spoke out against him and his fucking jackassery. So he's like, all right, I'll give so much money to anybody who makes a game about killing this guy's family. And then somebody did, and he welched out on it like a little bitch.
Oh wow.
It's because it was a text-based game, and you're like, no, that doesn't count. It's like, yeah, it fucking counts. It's a game. And in that game, you kill this guy and his family. But you wanted graphic, visual, bloody bullshit you could point to and go, look, see, it's corrupting the youth.
You asked for a game, you got a game. You did not specify. It had
Yeah.
to be a
See, that's the
specific
thing. He
way.
didn't specify either. He just assumed that someone was going to make a game the exact way he wanted.
I wouldn't do that. Oh, he'll never know. He has a way of knowing. He can smell
He
it.
wouldn't do that.
I did the same yesterday. Don't tell him you know me then.
30% for a bed for the night. It's robbery, that's what it is.
A safe bed where the Sarafan don't look for
30%
us.
for a bed?
It isn't fair.
30% of what you've robbed
The
from
risk
people.
To steal the stuff in the first place.
Just don't come bawling to me when he makes
For
a
one
crippled
night.
beggar of you.
Gonna stab ya!
Jesus.
What do
Oh,
we have here?
well now. You don't know me. You don't notice me. You don't see me. I think he sees me. But yeah, I feel like we're getting to a little bit of that ridiculousness again with like Assassin's Creed, but there's always like outrage merchants, right? Where like you can do something in the game and people are like, look, you can do this in the game. Oh, they're encouraging this, and it's like, bro, you're playing the fucking game. You're the one in control of what's happening right now.
You
And it's
have
like,
the option to do this, it's terrible.
and yeah, it's like, to be specific, we're talking about the shrine desecration in Assassin's Creed Shadows that's making like headlines and shit. And regardless of what we believe, the officials of that shrine in real life have stepped in to take action against Ubisoft, which on one hand, I get it. You don't want to see something that you take pride in just fucking shit on and goofed on in a game, right? But at the same time, like, this is all fake. Like, as many people have pointed out in Assassin's Creed 2, no less, you fist fight the fucking Pope. You take
Yeah.
the leader of the Christian faith and you punch him in the face repeatedly until he is on the ground. It's like, okay. Like, we're taking this awfully serious, but I get it. It's people by this point. It's a bandwagon. It's popular, and you know, there's just it's something else to pile on to the outrage, right?
Yep.
Ow. So I get why people are doing it,
Jeez.
but I just think it's so ridiculous. That being said, as a non-Japanese person, maybe I lack the perspective of that. Maybe the Japanese people really are offended because they take that serious. Maybe for them, that's like someone making a 9/11 game or something, right? Like, you would never do that. Not if you wanted American people to play it, right? That would be ridiculous. People would be outraged, even if it was fake, right?
Yep.
So I guess if it's in that similar vein, then yeah, I can understand it. But from an outsider's perspective, it just seems like just don't buy the fucking game. It just play Ghost of Tsushima instead. Why are we bothering giving Assassin's Creed all this attention? Nobody.
Yeah, I hope that you stabbing her through the head is instant death. Otherwise,
Oh,
she's just
absolutely.
paralyzed as you drain her blood from her body.
Someone ought to teach
Block,
you a
block,
lesson.
block. Stab, stab, stab. And yeah, like,
Dog.
God, that's horrible. That being said, Ubisoft has genuinely made a lot of fuck-ups, like the one-legged Torii Gate thing. That is definitely offensive shit. Because that shit isn't... That shit is, like, from the Nagasaki or Hiroshima bombings, right?
Yep.
Where it's like, oh yeah, we're just gonna take this, and like, you would think they would do the barest amount of research and not just go, oh hey, this looks cool, whatever. But I don't know.
No, it's literally just like they know it's popular. So they're like, oh yeah, we could do something about this. You know?
And yeah, it's very unfortunate. What am I supposed to do here in the tavern again?
I don't know.
Oh, hello.
Sir, a moment of your time.
You know me?
I was instructed to look for you, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Sir. I am a
Someone
friend
would
of the
recognize
cabal,
her.
sir. One of many in the city. I am here to assist you.
Then do so by all means.
The smuggler's tunnel you seek is hidden in a cavern underground. The thieves enter by way of the church outside. but there
Jesus,
is
look at
no
his
entrance
face.
there for any but themselves.
Yeah, some of the models are
Must
not
go
as
beyond the
great.
church and find a lift. This will
Got
take
fucking
you underground.
anime eyes.
Where precisely is this lift?
In a collapsed section of the district beyond the church. The church, remember, sir, is forbidden to all but the thieves. The guards there will attack you should they but lay eyes on you.
I will be most careful.
Help! Somebody help me, please!
What?
Guards! Call the Seraphim!
Alright, guess I'm dealing with this now. Or not. Okay. Well, can't let all this blood go to waste. Come here.
So much delicious warm blood that you're not going to be needing anymore.
I mean, I was planning on doing this anyway, but now that you've called me out, this is justified. Twofer! Double kill. I would absolutely love for this to come back. Oh, hey, there's the guards. Can I go out and see them?
They're just...
Oh, it's locked. They locked. They locked us in. Oh, that's fantastic. They locked the doors and barricaded. Oh, hey, it's that famous painting. Look at
Oh,
that.
yeah. Nice. Well, it would be interesting.
Come here. Sorry, dude. Every drop counts, right?
Do you get the, what's it called? Like the mass blood drain ability?
No, everything is... This game is wildly different, and like Uma said in the beginning, you've lost almost all of your powers. You'll get a few back and some new ones, but you won't be transforming into werewolves, you won't be turning into bats, you won't be doing the blood drain spell. You're gonna all of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those are gonna be your abilities. All 7. So it's a much more streamlined thing, which I do
Like
somewhat appreciate.
that would have been great though if you could just get like an upgrade to your basic like blood sucking. You
Ah,
can like
fucker! Stop! Whoa!
drink
Hold the
multiple people at
fucking
once.
phone. Wow, that hurt real fucking bad. Okay, good. Jesus.
But they give you a lot more blood than they did in the first game.
Yeah. Well, some do. Enemies give you more blood than peasants. As you'll see here in a second. See?
Yeah.
Not quite as much, but they don't put up a fight. So, the stronger the enemy, the more blood they have to give. Which makes sense. I like it. Simple logic. The more vitality to a person, the more blood there is to drain. Oh no, 2 bad guys. You also don't get like your magic bolt or anything, which is kind of disappointing knowing that that's in the first game now.
You don't belong.
Come here. 1 stab. 2 stab. There we go. Gluggity 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 glug.
They could have easily brought back the like pools of blood that give you passive upgrades, passive buffs.
Well, maybe because I see the vision they're going for with this game, right? Where in the first game it was very much medieval peasantry and nobles, and now we've kind of progressed beyond that. Now we have it's almost steampunk, you know.
It's definitely like Victorian era, yeah.
Yeah, we have engines and lights, and look, there's an electric lantern right over there. We've got all this shit, and Kain is literally a man out of time, beaten and broken and regaining his strength. So
You only go mist form when there's mist around.
yeah, unfortunately, that's another restriction. So there. Obviously, there's limitations for the PS2. Like, that could be a thing if they ever do remake the game, where it's like, oh yeah, now... Oh, hold on. But yeah, like, if this game were remade with, like, modern shit, you could just mistform and sneak up on people and do, like, stealth kill assassinations and shit, leaping across rooftops, doing all this cool Batman vampire shit, you know, depending on how you approach the game. Give me a sword! Ah! Okay.
Oh, it's a flaming sword.
No, that was his magical holy power.
Oh.
Are you dead yet? Let's see.
Nice.
Yeah, that seems like a short sword to me, yeah?
Short and long sword, they can both be about similar size.
Well, yeah, I guess.
That's like the long end for a short sword, and then the shorter end for a long sword. You know?
Yeah. A short giant or a tall pygmy? Hey, you there! Alright, let's see what this looks like.
Yes, bonk it more. Oh.
Oh, yeah, okay, that'll do it. You give me a lot of blood. I like you. I feel like Well, no, there are modern vampire games. Vampire the Masquerade. Yeah.
Vampire the Masquerade, Vampire, or Vampire, whatever it was called.
Vampire was like in the 1800s, though, right? Or like the
Oh, you mean
beginning of
modern,
the
like, setting?
Yeah, modern setting, like modern day. I think that could be interesting because this had me thinking of how this is like industrial, and then like Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2 did something. Ah, fuck. Where he was like in present day, or no, it was the future, wasn't it?
Yeah, Castlevania 2, it is like present day.
Yeah.
Because Lords of Shadow 2 is present day. Lords of Shadow 1,
Oh, hey.
it is like back in the like medieval times, pretty much.
And I always find it so interesting when they take a monster and bring it into modern day things and all the struggles that you have to deal with, like avoiding spotlights or cameras or people with their phones or like all these other new threats of the modern age and how a creature can elude them and shit. Like, that's cool. That makes for great stealth mechanics. Like, there's so much you could do. You could do combat, you could do stealth, you could do adventure and exploration. There's all kinds of... And they're gone. I don't know. I would very, very much love for Legacy of Kain to come back as a whole. I'm super, super happy that Soul Reaver 1 and 2 got a remaster. I would go fucking nuts if Bluepoint could make like a full-on remake or something and like really just be allowed to work some magic, you know?
Yeah. That would be incredible.
Because, I mean, they've already shown that they can do shit with, like, Shadow of the Colossus and the Demon Souls remake. That shit looked fucking phenomenal. Like, didn't even FromSoft give them some praise? Or was like, oh, wow, you guys did a nice job.
I think so, I don't remember.
I think. I can't quite recall.
The air down here is terrible.
Ah, SpongeBob. Look out, it's Aisling Sturbridge.
I could see, like, if they did, like, alter this more modern, I could see them just being like, oh yeah, Steam. Like, you can use it to activate your mist form.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily saying this game needs to be modernized, you know, like, I think the setting is fine. But, like...
Yeah.
Ah, Chipotle! But, I don't know, I love these games so much, and as fun and amazing as they are, I want to see new takes on them. I want to see fresh things done with them, you know? Like, that'd be so cool. As long as it's done properly with actual care, and not like the weird Saints Row thing. Like, Saints Row is how not to revive a franchise, honestly. Because that shit sucked. Like, it was just weird. They got rid of the humor. They just stripped it of its identity, really. And tried to make it this other thing, and nobody liked it. And I can't really point exactly where you fix that, but like, the writing for one, the mission design, just everything. I don't think there was anything in that game that people were like, oh yeah, this is the good stuff, you know? Like,
no, there was, but from what I remember, it was a single mission that was copying the joke for a different movie.
Oh.
Like the 2-minute long death scene
This
that a dude
motherfucker
has.
Oh yeah, that Turkish movie where the assassin's like, ah, and I remember Regular Show
shooting him and he's yeah.
Yeah, I remember Regular Show made a goof on that one. It was fucking great because it goes on for like 5 minutes. I'm gonna stab you. Actually, no. Let's get this guy.
And again, that is another thing. If they did remake this, they could Let you attack from like multiple angles.
Yeah. Do the Doom Eternal thing where different angles give you different kills or something. Alright, well that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you later.
Adios.